morning, everybody. It is Donald Blondahl, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards and collectibles, coming to you this Thursday. Good morning, everybody. It is Donald Blondahl, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards and coming to you this Thursday. From Arlington, Washington. Sorry about that feedback there. I forgot to turn my volume down on my iMac. So that's why we were getting a little bit of feedback there. But other than that, we're hoping to have a good Thursday here. We got today and tomorrow, and then Saturday will be the big day for our 2020 Red, White, and Blue Mystery Pack Series 1 Summer Edition Premier. $30 per pack, per mystery pack. $5 flat shipping fee, no matter how many you buy. Of course, for those international people that want to participate, I have made it available to them. Unfortunately, though, the shipping will be $15 per pack, and each pack will be shipped separately. If you do want to buy more than one, you're more than welcome to. I will open it on the channel, package it up, and ship it to you next Monday on the 6th of July to head your way. For those international, I already had one reservation for an international purchase, and they already paid me, so that will be opened on Saturday. Hopefully everybody out there is having a great day. I don't see anybody in the chat yet. I gotta hope that everything is good to go here. Let me check one thing on my other computer here. Let me see if I can just make sure that we're good to go here. So, getting things loaded up here. Looks like everything else seems to be working. It does show we're live. I see 3 people in the stream now. So I am sure we are doing well. Oh, okay. What could be happening is people might be stuck in one of my commercials, which is fine. So I'll kind of hold up here. But other than that, we are doing well. That's for sure today. Gonna have some fun, and we will. It will not hurt me too much if you do want to skip my commercials when you do come into the live stream. I forgot that I was setting up to be monetized when my videos first start, so that could be part of the hold up. I do appreciate when you watch the channels. That's why I do hop on at least usually 15 minutes early, 10 to 15 minutes early, so we can get people showing up into the stream and getting things rolling. So but yeah, so other than that, we will continue to move forward with everything we have scheduled today. It does show 3 watching, few in the chat here, but I know some people are just watching in the background. We do have 6 more minutes to go here, and then I will get into my content at hand for today. So without further ado, we will continue moving forward. All right. So usually I would have somebody showing up here, but that's okay. We will go right into the... Oh, there we go. My wife popped in and said, "Hope you have a great stream today, sweetheart." Thanks, sweetie. All right. Must be stopping in real quick to say hi on a short break there at your work. I know my wife went back to work on just recently here. Yes, Tuesday was her first day back at work, so this is day 3 for her. She's trying to readjust with getting back into the working mode. Ever since things happened with the lockdown and stuff, she had been off work for 3 months, and now she is back to work. So she's trying to take it easy. She does have tomorrow So she only had to work 3 days, have a day off, and then she will be working on the 4th of July, unfortunately. But that's okay. I told her I'll be going. She starts work at 9 o'clock. I'm done my live stream at 9 o'clock. So hopefully by the time I get my live stream, she's home from work and we can have our 4th of July barbecue. But other than that, everything seems to be working fine. At least from what I can see, the stream's working fine. My wife ended up hooking up with us. She's watching in the background mode maybe while she's cleaning, or at least listening. Never know for sure. She might have just popped in to say hello and then popped right back out. But other than that, we are going to have a good day here. We've got 4 more minutes before we get into our content at hand. Does show some people are starting to show up. It says 5 people are watching now. So that is just awesome. So at least I know the stream must be working when people are starting to show up in the background. At least somebody popped in and popped right back out. But yeah, we're gonna let me go over my sale product for this first Saturday of July. Elkanon, boom! First in the live chat behind my wife. So let me get your entry into my July giveaway there, Elkanon. Appreciate you being here. I have not seen you in a long time. But appreciate you being here. Let me get switched over to the wheel of names here. Add Elkanon in. And you are now entered into my July free giveaway. You are now entered into my July giveaway. So hopefully you're having a good Friday out there, Elkanon. Nice to see you. Pleasure having you back in the live streams. I'm getting ready to do my next baseball video here, but I'm going through, well, my friend, I went to rehab to get healthy. I am back and happy to be sober and alive. Amen there. Appreciate you doing that, and it is awesome to have you back in the live streams. That's another channel member that's back in the realm. I don't know if you've been back on YouTube for a little bit and stuff, but I don't know if you remember Chasing Donnie Baseball back on the East Coast. Nobody has still heard what's happened to him, or if anything did happen to him. I know he had a medical issue last summer and then had to stop doing his live streams. I do know he did have some underlying health issues, but did not really talk about that in his live streams and stuff, which is fine, understandable. But the community sure has been praying for him, so I don't know if we don't know all the details, and nobody else from maybe his family that might have been involved. Yeah, I have been back streaming a few weeks now. Well, amen there. Pleasure having you in my stream today as I go over the baseball team history for the Kansas City Royals. I'm going to open up 2 packs. Going to highlight this real quick. I got 1 more minute. Let me finish my preview for my 2020 Red, White, and Blue Mystery Pack sale this Saturday, the 4th of July at 9 a.m. if you're interested. I'll show you the sheet real quick, and you can reserve a spot if you want to reserve a pack and then think about whether you want to buy it or not coming up. But it's my Series 1 Summer Edition, $30 per mystery pack, $5 flat shipping. Okay, so as long as you're a U.S. purchaser, it's a flat $5 shipping charge depending on no matter how many mystery packs you buy. Okay, but for my international subscribers out there, it is a $15 international shipping per pack because of the price and the way things are designed there, and I'd have to limit it to 1 pack per shipping item. John Fishman's in the house. How you doing there, John? My fellow conspiracy theorist. At least that's what you put in here a lot, but don't take no offense to that, John. I appreciate you being in the stream here. But yeah, so you would PayPal me prior to opening it on Saturday, kjvrealbaptist@aol.com. He's researching. That's right, I keep forgetting he's doing research. not conspiracy, just research. But the mystery packs do include 1 graded card, 1 autograph card, 1 relic or patch or medallion card, 1 2020 rainbow foil card, 1 2020 USA baseball card, 2 rookie cards, 2 SP or serialized or insert cards, and they can be anywhere in any range of years. And then 5 Hall of Fame player cards, 5 cards from the 2000 era, 5 cards from the junk wax era from 80s to 90s, and then 5 cards from the 50s to 70s. And on average, it's about 80% or better. Most of these cards will be star players or players that are most likely known. Not all, but most. All right. There will be 3 hot packs in the print run. In the distribution run, whatever you want to call it, with containing 33 cards each. And then packs with a checklist get a bonus graded card from a limited choice. So just so you do know, let me show you my sheet here real quick here. The 2020 Red, White, and Blue Mystery Pack Series 1 Summer Edition sign-up list. And again, you can sign up. You can reserve your pack for Saturday's sale, and it does not hold you to any contract or anything like that to actually buy it. But they are red, white, and blue mystery bags. You can either choose a number the day of the sale or just say, give me a red one or a white one or a blue one, or I'd like to go the whole patriotic route and get 1 red, 1 white, and 1 blue. That's what Chuck Dupree done. He's already paid for his. And then I just had this morning Sally Lloyd reserved, and then pack number 51. And then she actually sent the payment in last night before I went to bed. So I now have 4 paid products that'll be definitely opened on Saturday. And we do have a bunch of spaces. So all you'd have to do in the chat is just tell me what pack number you would want. As long as it's not reserved, I can get that reserved for you. I want Donald to team up with me. For your research, just send me an email. We'll find Jimmy Hoffa. Funny you should say that, though, John. I grew up in New Jersey, so I'm very familiar with the Jimmy Hoffa saga. Boy, you're full of surprises every day. But yeah, all you have to do is reserve a spot there, and we can do that. So without further ado, though, it is 10:33 now. I've went over my limit. I'm going to leave this laid right here for now, so that in case people pop in the stream, you can tell them what's going on. I don't know for sure. I don't think I have any moderators here yet to kind of help me out. But coming soon to a viewer or a subscriber to you soon, you can mysteriously all of a sudden show up with a wrench in a future stream near you. That's totally up to me and totally up to me and how I choose my wrenches in my channel. But I do sometimes surprise people when they come into a chat and then they say, "Oh no, I got a blue wrench." So let me refresh my stream here and get ready to go into our history lesson for today. Our history lesson for today, of course, is the Kansas City Royals. That is our history lesson for today. So I've got everything set there. So let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling into the Kansas City Royals. Okay, so the Kansas City Royals are an American professional baseball team based in, Kansas City, Missouri. The Royals compete in Major League Baseball as a member team of the American League Central Division. The team was founded as an expansion franchise in 1969. I was 11 years old. And has participated in 4 World Series, winning in 1985 and 2015, and losing in 1980 and 2014. The name Royals pays homage to the American Royal, a livestock show, horse show, rodeo, and championship barbecue competition held annually in Kansas City since 1899, as well as the identical names of 2 former Negro League baseball players and baseball teams. players' teams that played in the first half of the 20th century. One, a semi-pro team based in Kansas City in the 1910s and 20s that toured the Midwest, and California Winter League team based in Los Angeles in the 1940s that was managed by Chet Brewer and included Satchel, Paige, and Jackie Robinson on its roster. The Los Angeles team had personal connections with the Monarchs, but could not use the Monarchs name. The name also fits into something of a theme for other professional sports franchises in the city, including the Kansas City Chiefs of the NFL, the former Kansas City Kings of the NBA, and the former Kansas City Monarchs of the Negro National League. In 1968, the team held a Name the Team contest that received more than 17,000 entries. Sanford Porte, a bridge engineer from the suburb of Overland Park, Kansas, was named the winner for his Royals entry. His reason had nothing to do with royalty. Kansas City's new baseball team should be called the Royals because of Missouri's billion-dollar livestock income. Kansas City's position as the nation's leading stocker and feeder market, and the nationally known American Royal Parade and Pageant, Port wrote. The team's board voted 6-1 on the name, with the only opposition coming from team owner Ewing Kauffman, who eventually changed his vote and said the name had grown on him. Entering the American League in 1969 along with the Seattle Pilots, the club was formed by Kansas City businessman Ewing Kauffman. The franchise was established to allow actions of Stuart Symington, then United States Senator from Missouri, who demanded a new franchise for the city after the Athletics, Kansas City's previous major league team that played from 55 to 67, moved to Oakland, California in 1968. Since April 10, 1973, the Royals have played at Kauffman Stadium, formerly known as Royals Stadium. The new team quickly became a powerhouse, appearing in the playoffs 7 times from 1976 to 1985, winning one World Series championship and another American League pennant, led by stars such as Amos Otis, Hal McRae, John Mayberry, George Brett, Frank White, Willie Wilson, and Brett Saberhagen. The team remained competitive throughout the early 1990s, but then had only one winning season from 1995 to 2012. For 28 consecutive seasons, 1986 to 2013, the Royals did not qualify to play in Major League Baseball postseason, one of the longest postseason droughts during baseball's current wild card era. The team broke the streak in 2014, securing the franchise's first wild card berth and advancing to the 2014 World Series, where they lost to the San Francisco Giants in 7 games. The Royals followed this up by winning the team's first American League Central Division title in 2015 and defeating the New York Mets in 5 games in the 2015 World Series to win their second World Series championship. All right, the next section will be the franchise history. Let's pop in the chat here and see what I missed out on. Nothing new, so we are good to go there. All right. So in our next section here, 1969 to 1979, taking off. The Royals began playing in 1969 in Kansas City, Missouri, in their inaugural game on April 8, 1969. The Royals defeated the Minnesota Twins 4-3 in 12 innings, and the Royals went 69 and 93 in their first season, highlighted by Lou Piniella, who won the American League Rookie of the Year award. The team was quickly built through a number of trades engineered by its first general manager, Cedric Tallis, who picked up center fielder Amos Otis, who became the team's first great star, first baseman John Mayberry, who provided power, second baseman Cookie Rojas, shortstop Fred Patek, designated hitter Hal McRae, and others. The Royals also invested in a strong farm system and soon developed such future stars pitchers as Paul Splittorff, Dennis Leonard, Steve Busby, infielders George Brett and Frank White, and outfielder Al Collins. Under these young players, the Royals started to build a young core set up for future success. In 1971, the Royals had their first winning season with manager Bob Lehman, leading them to a second-place finish in 1973 under manager Jack McKeon. The Royals adopted their ionic powder blue road uniforms and moved from Municipal Stadium to the brand new Royal Stadium, and now known as Kauffman Stadium. The 1973 All-Star Game was hosted at Royal Stadium with Otis and Mayberry in the American League starting lineup. The event was previously held at Municipal Stadium in 1960 when the Athletics were based in Kansas City. Manager Whitey Herzog replaced McKeon in 1975, and the Royals quickly became the dominant franchise in the American League's West Division. After a second-place 91-win season, they won 3 straight division championships from 1976 to 1978, including the franchise's only 100-win season in 1977. However, the Royals lost to the New York Yankees in 3 straight American League Championships Series encounters. All right, pop in the chat. Alkanon, good for you, my friend. Stay sober. The community needs you. There we go. Awesome. Thanks for popping in there this morning there, Frank. Actually, no, I guess on the East Coast it is afternoon for you. It's 1:42. I keep forgetting East Coast time for the East Coasters. I don't know why I forget. I used to live on the East Coast. I know it's 3 hours difference. All right, the next part in the franchise history is 1980 through 1984, from pennant to pine tar incident. After the Royals finished in second place in 1979, 142 over here. All right. After the Royals finished in second place in 1979, Herzog was fired and replaced by Jim Frey. Under Frey, a legendary .390 season from George Brett, the Royals rebounded in 1980 and advanced to the ALCS, where they began and again faced the Yankees. The Royals vanquished the Yankees in a 3-game sweep punctuated by Brett's home run off the Yankees star relief pitcher Goose Gossage. After reaching their first World Series, the Royals fell to the Phillies in 6 games. Game 6 was also significant because it remains the most watched game in world history, with a television audience of 54.9 million viewers. In July 1983, while the Royals were headed for a second-place finish behind the Chicago White Sox, another chapter in the team's rivalry with the New York Yankees occurred in what has come to be known as the pine tar incident. Umpires discovered illegal placement of pine tar more than 18 inches up the handle on third baseman George Brett's bat after he had hit a 2-run home run off Goose Gossage that put the Royals up 5-4 in the top of the 9th inning. After the Yankees manager Billy Martin came out of the dugout to talk to home plate umpire Tim McClelland, McClelland and the other umpires mulled over the bat, measuring it over home plate, touching it, etc. McClelland then pointed to Brett in the dugout and gave the out sign, disallowing the home run. Enraged, Brent stormed out of the dugout toward McClelland and Martin, and McClelland ejected Brent. The homer was later reinstated by the American League president Lee MacPhail, and the Royals won the game after it was resumed several weeks later. The 1983 season was also notable for some transitional changes in the Royals organization. First owner Ewing Kauffman sold 49% of his interest to Memphis developer Avron Fogelman. Second, John Schuerholz was named general manager. Schuerholz soon bolstered the farm system with pitchers Bud Black, Danny Jackson, Mark Kubica, David Cohn, and Brett Saberhagen, as well as hitters such as Kevin Seitzer. Thanks to the sudden and surprising maturation, specifically in pitching, of most the aforementioned players, the Royals won their 5th Division championship in 1984. Relying on Brett's bat, sorry about that. Brett's bat. Where are we at? I lost my spot. Sorry, I got distracted. Thanks to the sudden and surprising maturation, specifically in pitching, of most of the aforementioned players, the Royals won their 5th Division championship in 1984, relying on Brett's bat and the young pitching staff of Saberhagen, Kubica, Charlie LeBrant, Black, and Jackson. The Royals were then swept by the Detroit Tigers in the American League Championship Series. The Tigers went on to win the World Series. All right, next we have 1985. Don, you lost your place. You left off at Once Upon a Time. Yeah, once upon a time, I lived happily ever after in YouTube land. That's what some people think. Criterium Racer, great lesson as always. Thanks there, Criterium Racer. Let me refresh the chat real quick so I know where I left off in the catch-up. So 1985, the I-70 Series. In the 1985 regular season, the Royals topped the Western Division for the 6th time in 10 years, led by Brett Saberhagen's Cy Young Award-winning performance and George Brett's self-described best all-around year. Throughout the ensuing playoffs, the Royals came back from 2-0 and 3-1 deficits, but managed to win the series in Game 3 with Kansas City down 2-0. George Brett homered twice and doubled off the fence in right field to put Kansas back into the series. With the Royals down 3-1 in the American League Championship Series against the Toronto Blue Jays, the Royals eventually rallied to win the series 4-3. All right. In the 1985 World Series, nicknamed the I-70 Series, because the two teams were both located in the state of Missouri and connected by Interstate 70. Against the cross-state St. Louis Cardinals, the Royals again fell behind 3-1 after Danny Jackson pitched the Royals to a 6-1 win. In Game 5, the Cardinals and Royals headed back to Kansas City for Game 6. Facing elimination, the Royals trailed 1-0 in the bottom of the 9th inning when Jorge Orta led off, hitting a bouncing ground ball to Cardinals first baseman Jack Clark, who flipped the ball back to the pitcher Todd Worrell at first base. The ball beat Orta to the bag, but umpire Don Denkinger called him safe. And following a dropped pop-up by Clark and a pass ball, the Royals rallied to score 2 runs, winning a walk-off single from pitch hitter Dane Eorg, and sent the series to Game 7. In Game 7, Brett Saberhagen shut out the Cardinals as Kansas City dominated the Cardinals 11-0, clinching their first title in franchise history. All right. So, and thanks there, Frank. He says, Royals have a nice history. The Royals maintained in 1986 to 1994, staying in the picture. The Royals maintain a reputation as one of the American League West's top teams throughout the late 80s. The club posted a winning record in 3 of the 4 seasons following the 85 World Series championship, while developing young stars such as Bo Jackson, Tom Gordon, and Kevin Seitzer. The Royals finished the 1989 season with a 92-70 record, third best in the major leagues, but did not qualify for the playoffs, finishing second in their division behind the eventual World Series champion Oakland Athletics. At the end of the 1989 season, the team boasted a powerhouse pitching rotation, including the American League Cy Young Award winner Brett Saberhagen, who set a franchise record 23 wins that year. Two-time All-Stars Mark Kubica, a 15-game winner in 1989, and 1989 American League Rookie of the Year runner-up Tom Gordon, who won 17 games that year. But the organization felt it was still missing a few necessary pieces to give its divisional rival Oakland Athletics a run for their money. So prior to the 1990 season, the Royals acquired Mark Davis, the 1989 National League Cy Young Award winner and league leader in saves, signing him to a 4-year, $13 million contract, the largest annual salary in baseball history at the time. Royals also signed starting pitcher Storm Davis, who was coming off a career-high 19-game win season, third best in the American League, to a 3-year, $6 million contract. Despite the promising off-season moves, the team suffered critical bullpen injuries, while both newly signed Davises experienced a lackluster season in 1990. The Royals concluded the season with a 75-86 record in second to last place in the American League West, and with the worst franchise record since 1970. Bo Jackson, the team's potential future franchise player, suffered a devastating hip injury while playing football in the offseason, so the Royals waived him during spring training in 1991. Though the team dropped out of contention from 1990 to 1992, the Royals still could generally be counted on to post winning records throughout the strike-shortened 94 season. With no playoff appearances despite the winning records during this era, many of the team's highlights instead centered around the end of George Brett's career, such as his third and final batting title in 1990, which made him the first player to win batting titles in 3 different decades, and the 3,000th hit. All right, nothing new in the chat, so let's continue on through our history lesson. In 1995 through 2002, decline in the post-Kauffman era. At the start of the 1990s, the Royals had been hit with a double whammy when general manager John Schuerholz departed in 1990 and team owner Ewing Kauffman died in 1993. Shortly before Kauffman's death, he set up an unprecedented complex succession plan to keep the team in Kansas City. The team was donated at his death to the Greater Kansas City Community Foundation, an affiliated trust, with operating decisions of the team decided by a 5-member group chaired by Walmart executive David Glass. According to the plan, the Royals had 6 years to find a local owner for the team before opening ownership to an outside bidder. The new owners would be required to say they would keep the team in Kansas City. Kauffman had feared that the new owners would move it, noting, "No one would want to buy a baseball team that consistently loses millions of dollars and had little prospect of making money because it was in a small city." If no owner could be found, the Kauffman restrictions were to end on January 1st, 2002, and the team was to be sold to the highest bidder. In 1999, New York City lawyer and minor league baseball owner Miles Prentice, vowing not to move the team, bid $75 million for the team. This was the minimum amount Kauffman had stipulated the team could be sold for. MLB rejected Prentice's first bid without specifying any reason. In a final round of bids on March 13, 2000, the foundation voted to accept Glass's bid of $96 million, rejecting Prentice's revised bid of $115 million. During the interregnum under Foundation ownership, the team declined in 1994 season. The Royals reduced payroll by trading pitcher David Cohn and outfielder Brian McRae, then continued their salary dump in the 1985 season. The team payroll, which had previously remained among the league's highest, was sliced in half from $40.5 million in 94 to the fourth highest in major leagues to $18.5 million in 1996, second lowest in the major leagues. As attendance slid and the average MLB salary continued to rise, rather than pay higher salaries or lose their players to free agency, the Royals traded their remaining stars such as Kevin Napier, Johnny Damon, and Jermaine Dye. And then by 1999, the team's payroll had fallen again to $16.5 million. Making matters worse, most of the younger players that the Royals received in exchange for these All-Stars proved of little value, setting the stage for an extended downward spiral. Indeed, the Royals set a franchise low with a .398 winning percentage at 64-97 record in 1999, and 97 lost games again in 2001. In the middle of this era, in 1997, the Royals declined the opportunity to switch to the National League as part of a realignment plan to introduce the Arizona Diamondbacks and Tampa Bay Devil Rays as expansion teams. The Milwaukee Brewers made the switch instead. In 2002, the Royals set a new team record for futility, losing 100 games for the first time in franchise history. They fired manager Tony Muser, and he was replaced by Tony Pena. Okay. Nothing new still. In 2003, a winning season. The 2003 season was a temporary end to the losing when manager Tony Pena, in his first full season with the club, guided the team to its first winning record at 83-79. Once since 1994 and finished in third place in the American League Central. He was named the American League Manager of the Year for his efforts, and shortstop Angel Baroa was named the American League Rookie of the Year. Then we have in 2004 through 2008 when the team hit rock bottom. From the 2004 season through the 2012 season, the Royals posted 9 consecutive losing records, the longest streak in team history. In 6 of those seasons, the team finished in last place in the American League Central, and in 8 of those 9 seasons, the team lost at least 90 games. The worst seasons came in 2004 to 2006, when the Royals lost at least 100 games each year and set the franchise's all-time record for losses, 156 and 106 in 2005. Picked by many to win their division in 2004, and after faring well in the free agent market, the Royals got off to a disappointing start. By late June, they were back in a rebuilding mode, releasing veteran reliever Curtis Leskinek and trading veteran reliever Jason Grimsley and superstar center fielder Carlos Beltran for prospects, all within a week of each other. All right, let me get a sip of water here. The team subsequently fell apart completely, losing 104 games and breaking the franchise record just set 2 years earlier. The Royals did, however, seeing promising seasons from 2 rookies, center fielder David DeJesus and starting pitcher Zach Greinke. The team continued a youth movement in 2005, but finished with a 56 and 106 record, giving them a winning percentage of only .346. A full 43 games out of first place, marking the third time in 4 seasons that the team reestablished the mark for first record in franchise history. The season also saw the Royals lose 19 games in a row, a franchise record. During the season, manager Tommy Pena quit and was replaced by interim manager Bob Schaefer until the Indians bench coach Buddy Bell was chosen as the next manager. Looking for a quick turnaround, General Manager Allard Baird signed several veteran players prior to the 2006 season, including Doug Minkowicz and Mark Grudzelanek, Joe Mays, and Scott Ellarton. Nevertheless, the Royals struggled through another 100-loss season in 2006, becoming just the 11th team in Major League history to lose 100 games in 3 straight seasons. During the season, Baird was fired as GM and replaced by Dayton Moore. Kansas City entered the 2007 season looking to rebound from 4 out of 5 seasons, ending with at least 100 losses. The Royals outbid the Cubs and the Blue Jays for free agent righty Gil Meck, signing him to a 5-year, $55 million contract, the largest contract in Royals history. Reliever Octavio Dutel also inked a 1-year, $5 million contract. The team also added several new prospects, including Alex Gordon and Billy Butler. Among Dayton Moore's first act as general manager was installing a new motto for the team: True Blue Tradition. Pretty close to Seattle Mariners. True Blue. True to the Blue. True to the Blue. That's what it is. True to the Blue is the Mariners' motto. In June 2007, the Royals had their first winning month since July 2003 and followed up with a winning July. The Royals finished the season 69-93. But 2007 marked the club's first season with fewer than 100 losses since 2003. Manager Buddy Bell resigned following the 2007 season. The Royals hired Trey Hillman, formerly the manager of the Nippon Ham Fighters and a minor league manager with the New York Yankees, to be the 5th manager in franchise history. The 2008 season began with the release of fan favorite Mike Sweeney and the trade of Angel Baroa to the Dodgers. Through 13 games in 2008, the Royals were 8-5 and in first place in the American League Central, a vast improvement over their start from the previous season. However, by the All-Star break, the Royals were back again in losing territory, with their record buoyed only by a 13-5 record in interleague play, the best in the American League, and the team finished the season in 4th place with a 75-87 record. Right. So in 2009 through 2012, Kauffman renovations and further rebuilding. Prior to the 2009 season, the Royals renovated Kauffman Stadium after the season began. The Royals ended April at the top of the American League Central, all of which raised excitement levels among the fans. However, the team faded as the season progressed and finished the year with a final record of 65-97. In a 4th place tie in its division, the season was highlighted by starter Zach Greinke, who did not allow an earned run in the first 24 innings of the season. Went on to finish the year with a Major League leading 2.16 earned run average and won the American League Cy Young Award. Greinke joined Brett Saberhagen in 1985 and 1989 and David Cone in 1994 as the only 3 players in Royals history to receive the award. The Royals began the 2010 season with a rocky start, and after the team's record fell to 12-23, manager Trey Hillman was fired. Former Milwaukee Brewers skipper Ned Yost took over as manager. At the end of the 2010 season, the Royals finished with a 67-95 record in last place in the division for the 6th time in 7 years. The Royals also set a dubious franchise record during the season, allowing 42 runs in a 3-day span from July 25th to 27th. The Royals began 2011 with a hot start with a 10-4 record after 14 games, but success faded as the season progressed. The Royals last had a .500 record at 22-22 by the end of the All-Star break. The Royals had a record of 37-54, the worst in the American League. Almost all of the Royals bullpen was called up in 2011, and the call-up of the infielders: Eric Hosmer, Mike Moustakas, Manny Pena, Johnny Grovaletta, and Salvador Perez. Hosmer won the American League Rookie of the Month award in July and September and finished the season with 19 home runs. Moustakas collected a 15-game hitting streak, which tied the largest such streak by Royal rookie. The Royals finished the 2011 season with a 71-91 record. The 2012 team saw more of the same as they improved by one game to 72-90. The 2012 Major League Baseball All-Star Game was hosted by the Royals at Kauffman Stadium on July 10th, 2012. In addition to the 2012 Home Run Derby, All-Star Futures Game, and the Taco Bell All-Star Legends and Celebrity Softball Game during the All-Star break, which the National League won 8-0, the 2012 season marked the third time the Midsummer Classic was held in Kansas City. All right, in 2013, the return to respectability. On December 10, 2012, in an attempt to strengthen the pitching staff, which was among the worst in baseball in 2012, the Royals traded Rays pitcher James Shields and Wade Davis, giving Tampa top prospects Will Myers, Jake Odorizzi, Mike Montgomery, and Patrick Leonard. This trade helped catalyze a return to winning records. In the 2013 season, the Royals remained over .500 nearly most of April during the regular season play. The team also did not commit an error in the first 7 games for 64 2/3 innings, for the first time in team history. On September 22nd, the Royals won their 82nd game of the season to clinch the franchise's first winning season since 2003. The Royals finished the season 86-76, securing the team's best winning percentage since 1994. All right, continuing on here. In 2014, return to the World Series. The 2014 season was even more successful, featuring the return of the postseason for the first time in 29 years, and what would unfold as a historic playoff run to the 2014 World Series. Anchored by the HDH line bullpen trio of Kevin Herrera, Wade Davis, and Greg Walland. The bullpen became one of the most dominant in MLB history. Entering the 2014 season, the Royals had the longest playoff drought of any team in the 4 American professional sports leagues: the NFL, the MLB, the NHL, and the NBA. On July 21st, 2014, the Royals had a losing record of 48-50 and were 8 games behind the Detroit Tigers in the American League Central standings, but spurred by a 22-5 record from July 22nd to August 19th, coinciding with a mediocre 12-15 stretch by the Tigers. The team surged into first place in the American League Central. The Royals reached the top of the division standings on August 11th after winning their 8th game in a row. This marked the latest date the Royals had led their division since August 29, 2003. The team retained its division lead for a month before falling out of first place permanently on September 12th. They finished the 2014 regular season with a record of 89-73. Still the most wins for the Royals since 1989. Though the team finished one game behind Detroit in the American League Central, the Royals secured their first ever wild card berth. After qualifying for the postseason, the Royals embarked on a record-setting 8-game winning streak. They hosted the Oakland Athletics in the 2014 American League wild card game and won 9-8 on a Salvador Perez walk-off single in the 12th inning, having earlier rolled back from a 7-3 deficit in the 8th. The Royals then swept the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim in the 2014 American League Division Series. In Game 1 of the ALDS, the score was 2-2 going into the 11th inning when Mike Moustakas hit a game-winning solo home run. The next day, Kansas City beat the Angels 4-1 in an extra innings affair, in the process setting MLB postseason record of three straight extra inning wins. The Royals then completed the sweep at home, winning 8-3 in Game 3 and advocating the 2014 American League Championship Series against the Baltimore Orioles. In the opening game of the ALCS on October 11, 2014, the Royals defeated the Orioles 8-6 with 2 home runs in the 10th inning. Thus, in 8 extra innings over 5 postseason games in 2014, they succeeded in hitting 4 home runs in extra innings, more than any team in the history of Major League Baseball. In the second ALCS game, the Royals again beat the Orioles 6-4 behind Lorenzo Cain's 4 hits, including an RBI single. After Game 3, the ALCS was delayed one day due to rainy weather. When the Royals hosted the Orioles at Kauffman Stadium on October 14, 2014, pitcher Jeremy Guthrie allowed only 1 run as Kansas City beat the Orioles 2-1, taking a 3-0 lead in the series in Game 4. The Royals completed the sweeps of the Orioles with another 2-1 win to advance to the World Series for the first time since 1985. The win marked the team's 8th consecutive postseason win in 1 year, breaking a Major League record previously held by Colorado Rockies and the Cincinnati Reds in 1976. It also marked the Royals' 11th win in a row overall in postseason play, dating back to the franchise's final 3 wins of the 1985 series, the 3rd longest multi-year postseason streak in baseball history. The Royals faced the San Francisco Giants in the 2014 World Series, and they had home field advantage due to the American League's win of the 2014 All-Star Game. After setting an American League record by winning 8 consecutive games to reach the World Series, the Royals opened the series by losing 7-1 in the first game against Madison Bumgarner. The Royals bounced back with a 7-2 win in Game 2 to tie the series at 1-1. The Royals won Game 3 in San Francisco 3-2 to take the series lead for the first time. In Game 4, the Royals lost 11-4, which tied the series with the Giants. And in Game 5, they lost 5-0 to the Giants against starter Madison Bumgarner. In Game 6, the Royals beat the Giants 10-0. In Game 7, the Royals started right-hand pitcher Jeremy Guthrie against Giants pitcher Tim Hudson. Guthrie lasted 3 1/3 innings before he was replaced by Kevin Herrera, who himself lasted 2 2/3 innings, and he was then replaced by Wade Davis, who pitched in 2 innings. Closer Greg Holland ended the game on the Giants side. The Houston lasted only 1 2/3 innings before he was replaced by Jeremy Efelt, who was later replaced by Madison Bumgarner. The Royals lost Game 7 3-2 with the tying run Alex Gordon on third base in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs when Salvador Perez fouled the ball to Pablo Sandoval to end the game and the series. Nothing new in the chat still, so let's continue on. Okay, in 2015, the World Series champions, after an early wild card entry in the playoffs in 2014, in 2015, the Royals won the franchise first division title since 1985, and the first Central Division title ever. The Central was created in 1994. The Royals went to win the 2015 World Series, the first championship for the Royals since 1985, beating the New York Mets 4-1. The Royals entered the 2015 All-Star break with the best record in the American League, 53-34. The team continued its momentum into the second half of the season, and on July 26th, the Royals management traded 3 prospects, Brandon Finnegan, John Lamb, and Cody Reed, for the 2014 All-Star pitcher Johnny Cueto to help bolster its starting pitcher rotation, as well as trading for super utility players Ben Zobrist. The team ended the regular season with a record of 95-67, best in the American League and the organization's best since 1980. The Royals faced the Houston Astros in the American League, the ALDS, down 2-1 in the series and trailing 6-2 in the 8th inning of Game 4. The Royals rallied for 5 runs en route to a 9-6 victory before Cueto's gem in Game 5 powered by the Royals to a second consecutive ALCS. The Royals defeated the Toronto Blue Jays in Game 6 to win the 2015 ALCS and earn a trip to face the New York Mets in the 2015 World Series. The Royals beat the New York Mets 4-1, becoming the 2015 World Series champions. It was the Royals' first World Series title since 1985. The series win was sealed after the Royals beat the Mets 7-2 in the 12th inning of Game 5. The Royals rallied in the ninth down 2-1 to tie the score 2-2, forcing the game into extra innings. The 5-run 12th inning was initiated by Perez single and Dyson pinch hitting run for him. This was followed by a single from Christian Colon, doubles from both Alcides Escobar and Lorenzo Cain, scoring runs from Jared Dyson, Colon, Paul Orlando, who reached base on an error by Daniel Murphy, Escobar, and Ben Zobrist, who was intentionally walked. Wade Davis, who hadn't allowed a run yet that season, closed out the game with a flawless 12th, allowing a hit and striking out Wilmer Flores to end the game and win the World Series for the Royals. Whew, that's a handful. Almost done though. A few more smaller sections here. All right, the 2016 and 2017 end of an era. The Royals followed up their World Series victory with an underachieving, injury-riddled campaign in 2016. The Royals had an inconsistent season in which they fittingly finished 81-81, third place in the division and out of the playoffs. The season is notable for the debut of future stars Whit Merrifield. The 2017 season marked the end of the past World Series core. Pitcher Yordan Ventura was killed in a car crash on January 22nd, and the Royals wore patches that said Ace 30 on their jerseys for the 2017 season to honor Ventura. Wade Davis was traded in the offseason, and after a second consecutive non-playoff season, finished 80-82. Stars Lorenzo Cain and Eric Hosmer left the team in free agency. And then we have 2018 to the present, another rebuilding and selling of the team. Although Hosmer and Kane left in free agency, the Royals were still able to re-sign Mike Moustakas and Asadide Escobar. In 2018, the team started a new rebuild, trading Moustakas mid-season for prospects and giving playing time to young players like Alberto Mondesi, Ryan O'Hearn, and Brad Keller. Despite this, the team finished with a 58-win season, the team's fewest wins total since 2005. The season also marked the emergence of Merrifield as a star, as he led the major leagues in hits with 192 and stolen bases with 45. On August 30th, it was announced that John Sherman, a minority owner of the Cleveland Indians, had agreed to purchase the team from David Glass for a reported amount of $1 billion. The Royals finished the 2019 season one game better at 59 and 103, and manager Yost announced that he would retire at the end of the season after 10 seasons and a franchise record for 746 wins. Merrifield once again led the league in hits, with Jorge Soler led the American League with 48 home runs, and 3 players placed in the leagues in the triples. Mondesi, Merrifield, and Hunter Dozier with 10 apiece. All right, and then 2 final smaller sections, rivalries. The St. Louis Cardinals. The Royals' most prominent rivalry is with the intrastate St. Louis Cardinals. For geographic reasons, the teams long played exhibition games, but a true rivalry began when the Royals' victory over the Cardinals in the 1985 World Series, known as the I-70 Series. Notably, the manager of the Cardinals in the series was Whitey Herzog, who had been the Royals manager from 75 to 79 and led Kansas City to the franchise's first 3 playoff appearances in 1976, 77, 78, before getting fired just shortly after the Royals were eliminated from the playoffs in 1979. Interleague play in 1997 allowed the I-70 series to be revived in non-exhibition games. The first few seasons of the series were rather even, with the Cardinals holding a slight advantage with a 14-13 record through the 2003 season. Through the 2016 season, the Cardinals hold the series advantage at 51-39. And then the historic rivalry from 1976 to 1980, the Royals faced the New York Yankees 4 times in 5 years in the American League Championship Series. The Yankees won in 76, 77, and 78, while the Royals won in 1980 and 2013. Article about the 1983 Pine Tar incident involving the 2 teams, Lou Piniella said, "As a team, we don't really like Kansas City. We had played them in 1976, 77, 78 postseason and beaten them every time. There was no love lost between the teams. We don't like each other. They were our big rivals," said George Brett, and he agreed and said, "I hated everyone on the Yankees. I really did. I hated them all back in that era." All right, as far as baseball Hall of Famers, for the Kansas City Baseball Hall of Famers, of which George Brett, Orlando Cepeda, Whitey Herzog, Bob Lehman, John Sherholtz, Gaylord Perry, Harmon Killebrew, and Joe Gordon. Players and managers alike. All right, Kansas City Ford C. Frick Award recipients. There is only one, and that was Danny Matthews. All right, so other than that, that wraps up our Kansas City Royals team history. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Now we will get back into our second part of the content here. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. think I'm back in line here. Refresh both chats. Okay, so anybody interested by chance in reserving a spot for the sale, just let me know. Again, the only spots that are currently sold out of the 51 packs are pack number 3, 5, 13, 25, 43, and 51. So without nothing else so far that I've seen in the chat, if you guys ever have any questions for me, make sure you do ask. Make sure you do let me know. Most likely tomorrow I will probably open up another box of Topps 2020 Series 1 a hobby box. But for today, I'm just going to open up these 2 packs here. I did go rather much longer than I wanted to yesterday on my stream, but that's no problem whatsoever. I do enjoy sharing content on the channel with you guys, and I will never hesitate to do that. I will always take time to just have fun in the channel. That's why we're here, right, guys? Is to have fun in the channel. Okay? So I'm going to just line up these stands here. And we will open up these 2 hanger packs for our 2020 product, and then we'll see. We'll see. I'll go with this for now. If we do get up to more than 10 people in the channel, maybe I'll open up a little additional content. But we'll just take it one step at a time, okay? I do have 6 likes. That's fine. 3 watching in the chat. Guess some people are checking out, thinking we're over. Dearman's in the house. How you doing there, buddy? I have not seen you around the chat much at all, Dearman. Hopefully you are doing well, my buddy. But I'm going to go ahead and open up these 2 hanger packs that Tenert Red Rob sent me with my family mail call package I opened yesterday. So without further, Apex card just popped in the house. I do have a few people revealing themselves in the chat. That's okay. So let's see. I got a couple people in here. If I need to, I'll break the tiebreaker. Which pack you guys want me to open first? The left or the right? Left or the right? See how many votes we can get for each one. Which pack would you like me to open first? I know there's only a few people here. Left or right? Apex says he's leaning right. I like when people lean right. I tend to go right. So we got 1 vote for the right. You can only vote once. Sorry, Apex. If I don't get a vote soon, I'll pass. I'll cast my vote. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Okay, I'm gonna go on the right. I guess there's only 2 people here, and I guess I'm the deciding vote. So I vote for the right. We'll open that one second. We will open this one first. Let's see what kind of magic we can hit out of these two hanger packs. Okay? You never know what you're gonna pull in a pack of cards. So we do have a little security card here. Use that for like those for marker cards and stuff down the road. That's for sure. And we will go through here. See who we got here. We got Jorge Soler with the Kansas City Royals. That was pretty appropriate. We just did the Kansas City Royals and we pulled a Kansas City Royal right on top. All right. All right, Giancarlo Stanton with the New York Yankees. Giancarlo Stanton with the New York Yankees. Okay. Turn some of these around real quick. What is... That's the question mark that'll leave you thinking. What's the question mark and the title mean? It just depends on what we might or might not do extra, depending on if we get more people in the stream. That's just sometimes when I don't know for sure whatever extra, or if I don't know for sure how long the stream's going to be there, Huber. But I appreciate you asking, that's for sure. So we got Archie Bradley with the Arizona Diamondbacks. We got Blake Snell with the Tampa Bay Rays. We got Austin Hayes with the Baltimore Orioles. We got Ryan O'Hearn with the Kansas City Royals. Just in time for our Kansas City Royals team history, we pull a Ryan O'Hearn. Ian Happ with the Chicago Cubs, not the White Sox. Oh, okay. No problem, Huber. Miguel Andujar with the New York Yankees. Jonathan Shoup with the Detroit Tigers. We got Emmanuel Clace with the Cleveland Indians, rookie card. Okay, Ronnie Rodriguez with the Milwaukee Brewers. Jake Bowers with the Cleveland Indians. We got Sean Newcomb with the Atlanta Braves. We got Matt Beattie with the Los Angeles Dodgers. We got Jonathan Daza with the Colorado Rockies, rookie card. We got Nick Anderson with the Tampa Bay Rays, his Gold Cup card. Goes over in that separation. We've got Johan Camargo with the Atlanta Braves. We got a team card here, the Pittsburgh Pirates team card. Just do it this way for now. Franklin Barreto with the Oakland Athletics. We're going to be flipping them around now. Joe Jimenez with the Detroit Tigers. Joe Ross with the Washington Nationals. All right, we've got Tyler Mahle with the Cincinnati Reds. We've got Ryan Baruki with the Toronto Blue Jays. We've got Lou Trevino with the Oakland Athletics. We've got James Marvel with the Pittsburgh Pirates, rookie card. Yandy Diaz with the Tampa Bay Rays. Oh, there we go. We got a rainbow fall card here. Wilson Ramos with the New York Mets. Boom, we got a Decade's Best here, 1990s Decade's Best with the Toronto Blue Jays. And we got our continuation of our turkey cards. Cincinnati player Gray. Sonny Gray with the Cincinnati Reds. Okay. Then we've got another turkey card. I don't know how many turkey cards you get in these packs for this series. Banks. Is that Ernie Banks? My word, Ernie Banks. Ernie Banks for our turkey card for Series 2. Then what do we got next? We've got a Joey Wendell with the Tampa Bay Rays. Cole Hamels with the Atlanta Braves. And then our Braves New World. Albies Acuna Jr. Celebrate Braves Win. And Nick Ahmed with the Arizona Diamondbacks is our last card in the hanger pack. So not too bad for the hanger pack products. This is my first time opening up hanger packs. Again, Tenert Red Rob sent me this in my family mail call package yesterday. Because I ran so long, I told him I would open it up today. The Las Vegas Royals really do have a nice ring to it. The Las Vegas Royals, are they maybe going to move to Las Vegas? Is that the plan? The Las Vegas Royals. I haven't heard that rumor yet. Is that one in the rumor mill? Apex? All right. Let me get a sip of water real quick. And then we will continue on through pack for the second hanger pack here. See if we can pull any heat out of this one. It's been around, but it was around before the team sale. Oh, okay. The Las Vegas Royals. Well, they got the LA Raiders now. They got the no. It can't be the LA. It's the LV Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders. Isn't it? The Las Vegas Raiders is what the new team for the Raiders is. They finally moved from Los Angeles to Las Vegas now, so they're going to be the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, so we got Luis Reyes with the Minnesota Twins, future star. We got Derek Fisher with the Toronto Blue Jays. We got Frankie Montas with the Oakland A's. We got Kyle Tucker, future star for the Houston Astros. Boom, we got a Seattle Mariner, Kyle Seager with the Seattle Mariners. All right, we got Rice Hoskins with the Philadelphia Phillies. We got Marcus Semien with the Oakland Athletics. All right, we got Brent Sutter with the Milwaukee Brewers. We got Jed Lowry with the New York Mets. We got Drew Steckenrider with the Milwaukee Brewers. We got Roughnet Odor with the Texas Rangers. And just so you do know, if you haven't seen these, they put these little inaugural season icons for them starting in their new stadium this year, when they do start. There we go, Dylan Moore with the Seattle Mariners. All right. We got Eric Sogard with the Milwaukee Brewers. We got Victor Reyes with the Detroit Tigers. Sorry about that. I got a little frog in my throat. Oh, that's right there. See, I know the Raiders moved around a little bit. It's from Oakland. The Oakland Raiders to the Las Vegas Raiders. That's right. Thank you, dear Apex, for correcting me on that one. If Cards in My Car with R. Posada was here, he would have definitely corrected me too. Luis Severino with the New York Mets. There we go. Justin Upton with the Angels. Anthony Descalfini with the Cincinnati Reds. Boom, San Diego Padres team card. Shout out to Kevin's Ministry and more. All right. And there's Danielson Lament with the San Diego Padres. All right. Felix Hernandez in his Atlanta Braves gear. Felix Hernandez is now part of the Atlanta Braves. He became a free agent last year and now he had to go. No, he'll be back. I'm pretty sure he'll retire as a Seattle Mariner. What's it? Big Tin Roof. G-Man Choi with the Tampa Bay Rays. Willie Calhoun with the Texas Rangers with their inaugural season icon down there. Andrew Knapp with the Philadelphia Phillies. Chad Wallach with the Miami Marlins rookie card. Yeah, we don't get quite as many rookie cards in this batch, that's for sure. The only one you got to look for is Lewis Robert. That's the one we're trying to chase. So Sean Manaea with the Oakland Athletics. Here we go. We got a Willie Castro with the Detroit Tigers. Boom, we got one of our insert cards here. A Brandon Lowe with the Tampa Bay Rays Future Star card. It's a short print. That's the gold ones with 1567 out of 2020. Nice little gold card there. All right, and then we've got the Robinson Cano 1985 throwback for that one. Okay. So on the Series 2, the only difference they did there is the 85 TB26, in case you're wondering when you're collecting the sets. So let me put that one right there for now. That's a variation. That's the rainbow foil. That's the gold. Then we got 2 more turkey cards here. The turkey cards, I think they got 2 different turkey sets, in case you're wondering. So now I'm in the hunt for the turkey set for Series 2. Anthony Rizzo, right? Anthony Rizzo with the Chicago Cubs turkey card. And then we got Rojas, right? Josh Rojas with the Arizona Diamondbacks rookie card, turkey card. Then we've got Mark Melancon with the Atlanta Braves. We've got Howie Kendrick with the Washington Nationals. Then we've got Miguel Rojas with the Miami Marlins. And we've got Danny Jansen with the Toronto Blue Jays. Boom. All right, so we got a good hit there. Pulled out a few cards that I can put in my separation for my insert cards there. Short print cards and things of that nature. So other than that, I think we're rolling along pretty good here. So again, these were just the base cards here. These were the rookies and future star cards. That's a future star, but that's a gold card, short print, 2020. That's a rainbow foil card. Then we got the Robinson Cano 1985 throwback, along with the 1990s Decade's Best Teams, Toronto Blue Jays. Okay, now we've got these turkey cards. 4 turkey cards. Rojas with the Diamondbacks, Rizzo with Chicago, Banks with Chicago. So we got 2 Chicago players and a Cincinnati Reds gray. All right, those are all turkey cards for the Topps 2020 Series 2 turkey card set. So as the drum roll goes, so goes the stream. I'm going to get ready to wrap things up here. Tomorrow we will have our Hall of Fame Friday, and we will be opening up hobby box number 2 out of my 2020 Topps Series 2 case that I got in the mail on Monday from Cooperstown. So hopefully we can pull some Cooperstown love out of that 2020 Topps hobby box case. Boy, that's a tongue full and a twisted group full. Enjoy Independence Day weekend. I'm planning on doing that. I'm going to kick it off on Saturday morning, 9 a.m. with my sale. Let me throw that information in the stream here real quick, so you guys can see what's going on. I'm having every first Saturday of the month, I do my sales. And let's see, that's not going to go fit in there, is it? I got to go a little bit lower here. Nope, can't go that low either. I got to go this low. So that is the information there. You can see that right there. So let me go through it one more time before we get ready to sign off here. I got 5 people watching. All right. So our 2020 Red, White, and Blue Mystery Pack Series 1 Summer Edition. $30 per mystery pack with $5 flat shipping. No matter how many packs you buy, you'll only pay the $5 the first time. Okay. Except for my international buyers. Okay. Thank your kid for their service, please. Thank your kid. Thank your kids for their service? Is that what you meant there, Apex? Every American patriotic holiday, I celebrate it with red, white, and blue. I sometimes tell people if I was to bleed, I would probably bleed red, white, and blue. All right, but for my international people, I do have to charge a little bit more because it does cost more money to send internationally. And the only reason I added that on there is I did get an international order, and that person has paid already. So Sally Lloyd is good to go for her pack coming up this Saturday for the sale. But yeah, so can you read my last chat? Okay. What did I get yesterday in the Teneri package? In the Trent package? I have it sitting off to the side here, Huber. It's going to be going in the mail and coming your way. All you had to do is go back and watch the replay. You can go back and watch the replay, and then you wouldn't have had to say, can you read what my last chat said? I do try to read all the chats, but sometimes, because it says, what did I get yesterday in the Teneri package? Teneri package. No, and then you edited it and fixed it and said Tenert. All right, and then Apex says, enjoy Independence Day weekend, Donald. Thank your kid for their service, please. Yes, very broken English. Was not a good attempt at a complete sentence. That's okay. Can you read my last chat? Said Hubert. Mason Sports Talk says, hi, Donald. Mason Sports Talk says, sorry, Donald. I did, and I didn't see it. Well, I didn't open them. Here, Hubert, I will show you your bundle. I'm not going to open it in the channel. You got a bunch of cards here, though. And this will be coming in your package that will be mailed out next Monday, okay? This will be mailed to you in your package. And that way I'll let you, you can do it like a shout out for Huber's channel, okay? Hi, Hubers, haven't seen you lately. Yeah, sometimes Huber, when he first started in my channel, he would come in on and off and on and off. We'll see how off or more he is. We'll see. I have had family in recently, Mason. Just been very busy. No problem, Huber. We understand. But, yep. So, yeah, I'll be sending that off with you. And then the stuff from your mystery pack that Tenert Red Rob bought and gave part to you and part to Robert Posada. And I will be getting your team bag of Baltimore Orioles together for you. And I will be sending all that again out on Monday usually after my big sale is when I do all my package mailings for my big stuff. My grandma just got in last night. Oh, that is cool there, Huber. You got family in for the 4th of July weekend. Just make sure you don't just have a good, safe holiday. I'll leave it that way. Some people around here, especially our neighborhood here, they do light off lots of fireworks. So what I'd like to say in the chat for 4th of July, especially the 4th of July night on a Saturday night when all the fireworks are gone off, make sure you stay safe. Make sure you stay safe. Okay? But I'm going to go over yours real quick. So again, when we do the sale on Saturday, if you do want to buy a pack, make sure you pay for the pack before I open it. So if you do want to reserve a pack, just let me know what pack you want to reserve. I bought a 2020 Prism Blaster today. Nothing notable. All right there, Hubert. That's cool. So other than that, in your mystery packs, I'll go over this real quick. You get 1 graded card, 1 autograph card, 1 relic or patch or medallion card, 1 2020 Rainbow Foil card, 1 2020 USA Baseball card, 2 rookie cards, 2 SP or serialized or insert cards. You get 5 Hall of Fame players. You get 5 cards from the 2000 era. You get 5 cards from the junk wax era, 80s and 90s. And you get 5 cards from the 1950s to 70s. Which is considered by some as the vintage era, considering those can go back as far as 70 years ago. All right, but there will be 3 hot mystery packs that will have 33 cards. That means you get 4 bonus cards in your mystery pack. And then some packs will have a checklist get a bonus graded card from a limited choice of graded cards. So we'll have that all laid out so that you can, if you do get a checklist in your mystery pack, you can then choose one of the seven graded cards in a random type fashion. Okay, so boom, that is pretty much how the sale will work on Saturday. Hope to see a whole bunch of people there, even if you're not participating or buying. That way you can jump in and just watch a little bit. How many spots have you filled for the mystery packs? Oh, that's right, I forgot to go over that. So so far I have filled 6. 6 spots are filled. And again, if you do want there, Mason, or anybody that's in the chat, you can reserve a pack. They are numbered 1 through 51. They are numbered 1 through 51, and the packs are in red, white, and blue bags. I'll turn the camera around a second, and you'll see the one smaller box sitting off to the side here, but 51 bags is a lot of bags. But yes, so number 51 is reserved, number 43 is reserved, 25 is reserved, 13 is reserved, and 5 and 3. So I will put your name on the list here, and you can reserve a pack, and you don't have to pay until Saturday. Okay, so if you're thinking about it, whether you want to get one or not, you can reserve it, and there's no charge. Okay, so Huber says he wants to reserve number 8. Okay, Huber. Again, if you're hearing the sale on Saturday, that's before I open your pack. I'll just have you. So let me reserve that for you real quick. All right. That way you can at least get your spot reserved. So if you wanted a certain one, you can go ahead and do that. I'm just going to call you Huber's Cards, just to make it shorter. And I will edit this on my computer and type it up and list it there. So there you go, buddy. Huber's card is reserved for number 8, a white pack. Okay? So if anybody else does want to reserve a spot, you can either do it during the live streams. There will be one more time to get a reservation in tomorrow. But yeah, and then I will be going live no later than 9 o'clock. I'll try and jump on just before 9 o'clock when my wife leaves for work. And then we will get rolling with the sale on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Okay, so Huber, you've got pack number 8, which is a white pack reserved in your name, okay? And again, as long as it's paid for on Saturday, before I open your pack, then I can open it. Can you please shout out my friend Eli? Oh, no problem. How you doing there, Eli? Are you watching in the background there with Huber? Hopefully you're having a good start of your 4th of July weekend. It's nice to have you in the room there with Huber watching my show. So that will be the packs that we'll be working on Saturday. This is the information for the packs here. And again, you can go to my YouTube channel. You can find out all my information. You can send me an email either to donaldblomdahl@gmail.com, or you can send me an email also to my email address here if you do want to reserve a spot. And you can do that at any time. Okay? So without further ado, I am almost at 12 o'clock noon here. It's lunchtime pretty much for me. I'm going to go down and have a bite of lunch and get some more things ready for our big sale on Saturday. And I do got to record some more other content for my channel, for my Bible reading that I do. So other than that, I'm going to turn the camera around. You'll see the box of mystery bags. Okay? You will see the box of mystery bags at the back of me here. There you go. You can see that little bag right there, or that box right there. In this box right here, is the first 20 bags minus the ones that I have. I do have some that are reserved right off to the side, and I'll be digging into the box there and pulling out number 8 for Huber so I can put it on my table here for ones that are already reserved. So that puts now 7 reservations have been placed. Just one bite for lunch. I just get one bite for lunch. Is that all? But so yeah, I'll be pulling Huber's number 8 bag there. It's probably that second bag right up there on the left hand side there, Huber. But you'll see the labels. I'll kind of show you one of the labels here, what they look like. I got them all. This is one of Chuck's packages here. So this is what my mystery bags look like, in case you're wondering. All right. They are a little bit on the pretty thick side, that's for sure, because there is 29 cards in here. But that's my label I created for my mystery bags, in case you're wondering. So hopefully you guys enjoy this product when I open it up on Saturday. We will go through and find hopefully some heat for some people, find some cards at People PC, but we will do that. That is for sure. And I do have, I don't know if it'll turn. Yeah, you can't really see it. It's kind of behind over there. You can't really see it right now, but I'm going to give you my signature goodbye so we can wrap things up here. This has been Donald Blomdahl, Hall of Fame Veterans Sports Cards and Collectibles. Having been live to you from Arlington, Washington, I got my Hall of Fame induction hat on. It's my red, white, and blue one, tying it in with the theme for the 4th of July coming up on Saturday. So you guys have a great, wonderful day. I will see you guys tomorrow for our Hall of Fame Fridays. Our Hall of Fame Fridays. And tomorrow I'll give you a sneak peek and a preview. Tomorrow will be our 1960 Hall of Fame. Well, actually, no, it's not 1960. 1960, it would have been tomorrow, but there were no inductees for 1960, so we're going to be moving back a year to 1959. Okay, and we only have one Hall of Famer tomorrow, and that's going to give me plenty of time to go through my my Topps 2020 Hobby Box Series 2 that will be opening tomorrow in preparation for our big sale on Saturday. But I'll probably be doing the Hall of Fame induction for Zach Wheat, and then also I will probably do his biography if I'm able to locate it. And so that will be the only Hall of Fame inductee for 1959 tomorrow's stream. Okay, same bat time, same bat channel, 10:30 a.m. So you guys have a great day. Let me turn my phone around real quick, my camera, go back to the break table, and you guys will see. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, same bat time, same bat channel. And you guys have a great and wonderful day. If I don't see you tomorrow, maybe I'll see you on Saturday, the 4th of July. So you guys take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And make sure you put the Lord first in your lives, and you will be so richly blessed. Take care. Lord bless you, and have a nice weekend.